Hello Year 1, Miss Morgan here with another maths lesson. So I hope that you are all okay. Well done for all of the hard work that you've been doing and sending into the Year 1 email address for your teachers to see. We are so proud of you for working so hard at home as well. We've been doing lots of work on measuring length and height, weight and mass and capacity. So now we're going to do a little bit of revision. So that means that we are going to go back over what we've been doing and then do a quiz to see how well we've understood all of our learning. So you can print this quiz from the website. If you don't have access to a printer, that's okay. You can copy the questions from the videos. So if you do want to print it, go and print it now before we start our learning. So for this video you will need your workbook, a pencil and a colouring pencil or a different coloured pen just for when we do our marking. And you will also, if you want, you will also need to print out the paper copy of the test. But as I said, you can just copy it from the video and write it in your workbook. So we are going to begin with some revising. So here we have some cubes. We have an apple and a football. How many cubes tall is the apple? How many cubes tall is the football? Pause the video to tell your adult. The apple is 2 cubes tall. 1, 2. The ball is 3 cubes tall. 1, 2, 3. We can also see that the apple is 1 cube shorter than the ball. So because the apple is only 2 and the football is 3, if we put 2 in our head and count on to 3, 2, 3, we've got 1. That means that the apple is 1 cube shorter than the ball. Which bottle is the tallest? So we have bottle A, bottle B and bottle C. Pause the video to tell your adult which bottle is the tallest. The answer is bottle B is the tallest bottle. And we know that bottle B is the tallest because it is going up the highest. Just like you can tell who's the tallest person when you stand next to each other. But also, to find out when something is the tallest or the longest, you need to put them at the bottom together. See? They start at the same place. Now this is just a bit of revision about balance scales. When the balance goes down, that means that the weight is heavier. So here we can see that the football is heavier. Here we can see that the bread is heavier. When the balance is up, the weight is lighter. So you can see that the banana is lighter than the ball and the sweet is lighter than the bread. When the balance is straight, it means that the weights are the same on both sides. The weight is balanced. The mass of the apple is 2 cubes. So we have a balance scale here and it is balanced. That means that the weights are equal. That means that the apple weighs the same as 2 cubes. Now here we have another balance scale with an apple and a football and 4 cubes. What is the mass of the football? Pause the video to try to work this out. The answer is 2 cubes. So we already know that the apple weighs 2 cubes. And we know that when the apple and the football are together, they weigh 4 cubes. So if we have 4, because we have 4 now, and we take away 2 from the apple, 1, 2, we have 2 left. That means that the apple is 2 cubes and the football is 2 cubes. Now it is time for your quiz. I hope that that was helpful in remembering a little bit of what we have learnt lately. So please try to do the quiz on your own, just like we would do at school if we had a test or a quiz. And remember, it's okay if you get some questions wrong, because then I can help you understand it better. Question number 1. Complete the sentence using the word taller or shorter. The sheep is taller or shorter than the panda. Pause the video to write your answer. The sheep is taller or shorter than the panda. Question number 2. Tick the correct sentences. So here we have some beans and we have some water. Now what you've got to do is count how many cubes tall the beans are and count how many cubes tall the water is, and write down in your notebook, or if you've printed it out you can tick it, which ones are correct. Are the beans 5 squares tall? Is the water 5 squares tall? And this one says the beans is 2 squares shorter than the water. So have a look at the cubes and the objects and see which of these are correct. The tin of beans is 5 squares tall. The water is 5 squares tall. The tin of beans is 2 squares shorter than the water. Pause the video to see which are correct. Question number 3. Dexter is measuring using squares. How many squares long is the chew? Here's the chew. How many squares long is the sweet? How much longer is the chew than the sweet? So you write your answers in your books. Question number 4. Which is the longest pencil? Is it pencil A? Is it pencil B? Is it pencil C? Pause the video to complete this question. Question number 5. True or false? The lollipop is 7 centimeters long. Is that true or is that false? Pause the video to complete this question. Question number 6. Complete the sentences. The ball is heavier or lighter than the suitcase. Is the ball heavier or lighter than the suitcase? Complete the sentence with the word heavier or lighter. Pause the video to do this question. Question number 7. Mo is weighing books. Tick the correct sentences. 4 books weigh the same as 4 blocks. 4 books weigh more than 4 blocks. 3 books weigh the same as 4 blocks. So here we have 4 books and here we have 4 blocks. Look at the sentences and tick the ones that are correct. Question number 8. Get a colouring pencil and colour the glasses to make the statements correct. So make this glass almost full, make this glass full, and make this glass empty. Pause the video to complete this. Number 9. What is the mass of the pyramid? Here we have a cylinder and some cubes, and here we have a cylinder and a pyramid and some cubes. What is the mass of the pyramid? Pause the video to work this out. And now that you've finished, here are your answers. Only carry on the video if you have finished with the quiz because you will see the answers. Question number 1. The answer is the sheep is shorter than the panda. So we can see that the sheep is short and the panda is taller. So the answer is the sheep is shorter than the panda. Well done if you got that correct. Tick the correct sentences. The beans are 5 squares tall. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. No, the beans are 3 squares tall. The water is 5 squares tall. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes, that is correct. The beans are 2 squares shorter than the water. So the water was 5 and the beans were 3. So we take it away. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 2 left. The beans are 2 squares shorter than the water. So well done if you got that one correct too. Dexter is measuring using squares. How many squares long is the chew? 5 squares. Let's check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. How many squares long is the sweet? So it says 2. We'll check it. 1, 2. Well done. How much longer is the chew than the sweet? So remember we've got 5 squares. Take away 2 for the chew. 1, 2. And the chew is 3 squares longer than the sweet. Well done, because that one was tricky. Which is the longest pencil? So B B is the longest pencil. Now you might think that B and C are the same, but remember you have to put the things that you're measuring at the same starting place. Well done if you said that B is the longest pencil. True or false? The lollipop is 7 centimetres long. Is that true or false? It is false because it has not been measured from 0. Complete the sentences. The ball is heavier than the suitcase. We know that the ball is heavier than the suitcase because it is going down. Mo is weighing books. Tick the correct sentences. 4 books weigh the same as 4 blocks. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 books and 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. We know that they weigh the same because the balance is equal, the balance is straight. That means that the weight is the same on both sides. Well done if you got that correct. Now, colour the glasses to make the statements correct. The glass is almost full, so we can see it's more than halfway, but it's not completely full, so it is almost full. The glass is full. You can see you can't add any more, so the glass is full and the glass is empty because there are no liquids in there. Now this was a really tricky question. What is the mass of the pyramid? So we can see that the cylinder is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. But when we have the cylinder and the pyramid, they weigh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So get 9 fingers. And then we are going to take away 5 from the cylinder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are left with 4. So that means that the pyramid is 4 cubes. Now on to our shout outs for today. Abigail sent in some beautiful work where she was comparing maths, and she even went to the extension challenge to use her greater than, less than and equal signs. Well done, Abigail. Here's Gloria's beautiful writing when she was comparing mass. The football is heavier than the banana is lighter than the football. The candy is lighter than the bread is heavier than the sweet. Well done, Gloria. Dennis has been doing some amazing work. He also did the harder activity where he had to make his prediction first and then test it to find out the accurate result. Well done, Dennis. Keshav has done some brilliant work on exploring capacity and learning the new vocabulary. Well done, Keshav. Here, Daniel has also been looking at predictions and the accurate results. Well done, Daniel. Aditi has been doing some amazing practical work at home for ordering capacity. You can see all of her rice in her bowls that she has measured out with her spoon. Well done, Aditi. Yusuf and Matisse has also been doing the harder activities with the predictions. Well done, Yusuf. And Shreyas has sent in some lovely work from Picasso where he has been measuring capacity with rice and spoons and lots of different containers. Well done, Shreyas.